and build a lasting legacy. VYB is here to change what is possible for everyone. Because right now, too many people are facing a harsh reality. Everyone has bills, the cost of living keeps rising, and no matter how hard you work, it feels like there's never enough. It doesn't have to be that way. What if there was a way to break free from that cycle? That's what VYB is all about. We've created a platform that allows individuals to break free from traditional limitations, earn income on their own terms, and build a legacy for their families. Right now, VYB is in pre-launch, and this is your chance to lock your spot for free. This opportunity won't last forever. Soon, it will cost $25 to secure your position in the matrix. The sooner you join, the better your time-stamped position, which means more potential earnings as the matrix fills up. This is a rare opportunity to get in before the official launch on February 17th. We've already had over 10,000 people lock their spots, and the momentum is growing every single day. Let's talk about how the VYB matrix works and the 5 powerful ways you'll get paid. At the core of VYB's compensation plan is a 3x10 forced matrix. This structure is designed to maximize your earning potential by paying you for every person who falls into your matrix. Every person who falls into your matrix fills a position, and every filled position can pay you up to $5 monthly. Now, you don't have to fill every position yourself. With Spillover, you'll benefit from the efforts of your team and even those above you. This matrix has the potential to generate up to $442,860 in monthly earnings when it's fully filled. And that's just the matrix pay. VYB gives you 5 powerful ways to earn. Matrix pay, fast start bonuses on 2 levels, 50% check match and 100% check match. These 5 streams of income give you the potential to earn big as you build your business and help others succeed. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. The time is now. Get with the person who shared this video, lock your spot, and let's build something legendary together.
Our logo is more than just a mark. It's a beacon of hope. 2 ends of a spectrum. Different, yet drawn together by something extraordinary. It symbolizes connection. This is not just a company. It's a vibe.
Oh, all right, all right. Thank you so much, Tony. You out there? My saving grace.
I am. I am going to spotlight you. Wait, no, you are co-host. Okay. You don't have your camera on, so I can't spotlight you.
Oh, okay, 1 second. I was over here crying. I'm like, oh, Pastor Carlos Curtis put me on a call today with the men and Men of Valor. It's called Move, and I'm like crying all morning, right? I was crying all morning, and then I fixed my makeup, and then I'm crying again. So it's tears of joy, though, and I thank you so much, Miss Tony, for all that you do. Tony is our CMO. If you guys can give Tony some love in the chat, she does so much. I mean, it's like it's bonnets every night, and we're 20, 3 hours out of the day sitting on Zooms, her and I and Reagan. And now we brought Miss Vanessa on just as a support as well. So shout out to Miss Vanessa. Thank you, Miss Vanessa, also for bringing us Lori, who just reminded me again of why we're doing this, because Lori's family is very much missionaries. And I am so very grateful for our team. Thank you so much. I don't know, Reagan, if you can come off mute as well. This is our first virtual Super Saturday, so I'm excited. It's 11:16. Hi, Reagan. How are you?
Hello, hello. I'm not camera ready. I did get me about 4 hours of sleep, but I couldn't not show up for our first virtual Super Saturday. So I do want to thank you, Megan, for always doing your part. And I know you thanked Tony already for doing, she is a part of the corporate staff. Now, when you say, we have all these other people that it's like all hands on deck, like Miss Vanessa, and I do want to put it out there because I am very much of want the information to go out correctly all the time. Miss Vanessa is she's not a member of our corporate staff or support team, but she is a partner in VYB, just like all of you are a partner in VYB. So she's jumping in and she's helping her own business, but also supporting the whole VYB community by, she made that video that I listened to. I've been
listening to listen to today.
Yes, I listened to it last night. I played it for my 17-year-old son, and he was like, "Oh, okay, this is jamming." I played it for our mom, and then I also had her listen to Miss Lori that was on there, and our mom called back, and she was in tears, like from Miss Lori's being on there and her energy and what she wants to do in her story. So Miss Vanessa stepping in, because I've had a lot of people, Megan, email, like, I would like a job with VYB. And I'm like, I understand you are a VYB partner. You can't be in the inner workings, but Miss Vanessa is jumping in and she is doing her thing as a VYB partner, just like all of you can. So see where you want to shine, and you can shine over here. You don't have to be on the payroll staff because you're on your own payroll staff, if that makes sense.
It does. It does. And I'm glad you said that because I have so many people. Miss Desiree is out there, and even in the midst of her, in her pain of losing a family member, she still was like, how can I support you? And I'm like, how can I support you? That's what I want to know. And ladies and gentlemen, that's really what VYB is all about. I mean, people have come and said, hey, do you want me to jump into the Telegram? I have admin skills. Fatine is out there. I know Miss Mack is out there. I know Mr. Howard. There's so many people who just said, hey, if you need me, I can do this, right? So just understand that's what VYB is about. It is about allowing your gifts to shine. Wouldn't you guys love that if you were at your job and people just recognize that you do things better than others? I know where my strengths are, and I know where my weaknesses are, but I don't get hung up on my weaknesses. I just go find people who are in that gift. Now, could I learn how to do what Miss Tony does? Absolutely. Do I want to stop doing what I'm doing now to do that? No, because everybody type just build in the chat. Type just build. I can see it. You guys can't see each other. Just build. But in the midst of you building, you're not building a network marketing company. You're not building a check. You're really, truly building people. And what I'm realizing is that all of you are building us way more than we're building you. I mean, just to be able to just believe again, and knowing that it's been so long and I was in a funk, and I had my guru who pulls no punches, Jason Wells with the Y. He doesn't pull any punches with me. With you guys, I don't get, I get the PG. You guys get the PG version. I do not. And I need that sometimes. I got to get my charger. So Reagan and Tony, can you do a quick update? Because I have to run to the back and grab my charger real quick. Can you give an update maybe on, and then we're going to move right into our opportunity, right into training. And Super Saturday is still only an hour. So we got a lot to cover in a little bit of time, and I want you to have a happy Saturday. So we're going to be, it's 11:22:21 where I am right now, Central Standard Time. So Reagan, Tony, if you want to give any updates and talk about how many countries we're in, didn't even know there were that many countries. So take it away. I'll be back.
I'll pass it over to you, Miss Tony. Go right ahead.
Hello, hello. I can't find myself. Hold on. I know I'm here someplace. Can you see me, Reagan?
Yes, you were in your office on the golf course, I know.
It's so nice out here, you guys. Can I please, and remember, some of you talk about how you can't find the everyone. The everyone is not on, but if you could see the messages coming through, right, Reagan? We can see all of your messages, I promise. And so when you say, hey, did you get my message? We didn't get your message because it got lost. So I promise you we can see everything. And that really is great for Megan when she's asking for sevens and everything, because it will come through and we'll see it. So at the start of this call, we had 20,085 members, and currently right now we have 20,115 members in 160 countries. That is insane. You guys are amazing. I'm super excited about everything. Reagan, where are you at, Reagan? She's hiding.
I am.
Reagan, there you are. Oh, no, that's not you. That was Megan. Y'all forgive me. I try so hard. I'm like, wait, you changed and you're in someplace different.
No, I was just spotlighting myself so you knew I was on here, but
that was it. We're at 20,115. We did break 20,000 today around 10 CST, maybe a little bit after that, 11 Eastern. Super excited. But that is all for me, you guys. Megan, take it away.
Fantastic. Will do. Okay. So 1 second. Reagan, do you want to give any updates on the support side before we jump in?
No, I don't have any updates. Just, make sure that you are, if you submit a support ticket and when your issue's resolved, you don't have to respond back. I, appreciate the thanks coming through to our support team. I can see everything, but I would much rather them not have new support tickets just based off of responses. So only submit a support ticket, if you absolutely have to. If you don't see your sponsor back there, you have the ability to click the drop down box on your profile and select your sponsor's name. So you don't need to submit a support ticket for that. Also, if you don't see your referrals back there, your first step should be reaching out to your referrals to tell them to log into their back office, because you want them to do that anyway, because we have really important steps in our pre-launch process that are coming up. And if they've never logged into their back office, those are, $10 you're going to be missing on the $25 lock your spot. So you should be scrambling to look at your own list, reach out to those people if you don't see them in your see them in your back office. Go ahead and tell them to select you from the drop down. Then you can submit a support ticket. If you have issues logging in, make sure you try if you use multiple emails, try that first before you submit a support ticket. These are all problem-solving things that will cut down on our the amount of tickets that are coming in. And then if you absolutely just still need help because you didn't figure it out on your own with what I'm telling you, go ahead and submit a support ticket and we will gladly assist you and get your issue taken care of. So that's all I have. I'm ready for this Super Saturday, Megan. I'll be muting going forward. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. So guys, let's get down to business because it's 11:25 and I want to make sure that we're moving ahead. So I'm excited about this Super Saturday. Welcome to VYB, everybody. I do want to tell you, I can see your messages. So most of you guys know me by now. We started with I want you to think of a clock, okay? And I can't fumble around and find my clock right now. Let me see. Nope, I'm not even going to try and find it. I want you guys to think like of a clock, like 12 o'clock and then 3 o'clock, and then 6, and then you move to, what is that, 9? The most important thing is like noon, I think is very important. It is kind of that break between what you do in the morning and what you do moving into your full day. And that's why I'm really choosing noon. Everything is intentional right now. I'm going to reclaim host really quickly. Don't let that person in that's in the waiting room. I do want to throw this out here really quickly that I can see all your messages, and yes, we are recording. I can't see all your messages. So this is a positive vibe tribe. Okay. It's a positive vibe tribe. So try not to ask questions that don't have anything to do with the lesson. And most of you guys know that I am bossy on purpose for your own good. I used to be a high school teacher for 17 years. I ran a program for young men, teenagers. How many of you guys would like to do that, right? How many of you would like to be in a high school with 4,000 to 5,000 young men, right? 4,000 to 5,000, I would, like, I love it. 4,000 to 5,000 students. A lot of people are like, oh, I couldn't teach high school. They're so this. No, high school kids respond to the energy that you give them. Does that make sense, everybody? They do. If you come off and you give them sass, you give them negative energy, they don't have filters just yet, right? They're going to give it right back to you. So I do want to say, Sam, I see your message. Focus for me for just a second. I don't want you guys to message me questions about stuff that has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
So Megan, I'll jump in really quick. We're in the chat, so you don't even have to refer to it. We'll take care of the chat. You stay on focus for the 936 people. So click your X on the chat.
I want to see. I want to see. It gives me energy, but I get it. Don't
respond.
Don't respond to. Okay, so I'm going to tell you now. You have to be in a positive energy so that I can stay focused. But I want you guys to talk to me. Okay, I need you to talk to me because that's how I teach. I'm used to teaching in front of a room, and I need the responses so that I know that you hear me. So we're going to be in a positive energy. Our focus today is really truly to show you guys the compensation plan. So before we get started, I want you to, I'm starting something new. So let's jump in there. I'm going to turn my video off. I like to teach without it. Okay, so let me put this down here. All right, so today is, everybody type vision in the chat, okay? Not everybody has vision. Some people have sight, though. A lot of people have sight, but not a lot of people have vision. And Pastor Carlos talked about that yesterday. And in order to really move your family into a different vibration, into a different whatever, like area code, whatever it might be, you have to have vision. So I want to show you guys something. I'm going to start off with a kind of like thought of the day. All right. I think I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on one second. I'm struggling today. Let's see. 1 second. Share. I'm going to figure this thing out. Okay. Tony, can you see my screen okay? All right. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys can see Legends thought of the day. Put a 1 in the chat. Okay. I'm going to get it together. So the thought of today is don't grind, get into a groove. Now, which word feels better to you guys today, right? Does grind feel good or does groove feel good? Okay, man, it's a grind. Or, hey, I'm about to get into a groove. I need you guys to find your groove. I think because this is such a monumental, never been done before thing, a lot of people can start to have that anxiety of, oh, I'm not going to get in. Well, that is a scarcity mentality. I don't want you guys to have a scarcity mentality. I need you to have an abundance mentality. Okay, everybody type abundance in the chat. Type abundance in the chat. If you don't see it, you're on the wrong screen. It's up at the very top. Click the next screen so you can see my screen. You're on a different screen if you can't see. Okay, so don't grind, get into a groove, relax. Everybody type 30. We have 30 days to tell the world about Vibe. We have 30 days to change our vibration. And in order to change your vibration, King Coates said today in the men's meeting that I got a chance to be in, he said, don't win the future. Too many of you guys are thinking about the future and what could or couldn't happen in the future. Well, someone didn't wake up today, and yesterday they thought they were going to wake up. And I'm not trying to be grim, but I want you to really think about that. That's reality, okay? And that is reality. Can you guys see my screen where it says Legends Thought of the Day? You can see that, Rake?
Yes, ma'am,
Yeah.
I can.
Perfect. Okay. So win the moment. I want everybody to type win the moment. And I have you write things down because in order to really, truly,
Oh, I see what your vision is. That what we're supposed to see?
no, it's not. Hold on one second. I don't know. Zoom has changed stuff and I'm like, I'm trying to just, can you see my screen now where it says thought of the day?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Zoom, come on, Zoom, or Megan learn Zoom better. Okay. I've been on Zoom forever and it's changing. So King Coates says, win the moment. So I want you guys to write that down. That is going to be our motto. That's going to show up on every Legends thought of the day. So every day I'm going to give you guys a thought of the day, but it's always going to say win the moment. I need you to not think about February 17th so much that you overanalyze until you're paralyzed. Well, what's going to happen on the 1st? The 1st isn't here yet. It doesn't matter. But I will tell you on the 1st, we're going to roll out our product and how much the value of the product. Okay. But if you win the moment and you just focus on sharing right now, then when we get to the $25, every person is $10 back in your pocket. But if you're focused on February 17th, am I going to fall into the matrix before everybody else? It depends on if you win the moment. Are you focused on right now? Are you focused on how many people can I share with? Or are you focused on what if this doesn't work? So I want you to understand, okay? I want you to understand that you got to be focused in this particular moment, okay? Next thing I want you guys to focus on is we have to stay connected. And we're like puzzle pieces. Unity is our weapon against the enemy. I don't know what the enemy is, and everybody thinks the enemy is on the outside, like a troll sending videos or somebody in the chat who's not focused and they're asking questions instead of listening, right? No, the enemy is inside of you. That's the heavy part. Like, why are you worried about the enemy outside when you're beating yourself up on the inside? Your brain, there's you and everybody can see you. And then there's the enemy in your brain that's constantly telling yourself like, well, what if it doesn't work? Well, my past traumas, well, my last relationship did this. Well, my last blah, 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 right? All of those things come against like you. It's you. It's you versus you. It's me versus me. So I want you guys to understand that. So the unity part of it is our weapon if we stay together and we're focused on really, truly like defeating the enemy from within. That's all that very successful people have done is they've managed their thoughts. It's the battlefield. Read that book, guys. It's called The Battlefield of the Mind. The enemy is inside of you. And I also want you to understand that Vibe, we're going to focus on when people say, what's your product? I'm going to tell you right now, it's mentorship. Well, what do you mean? How can you monetize mentorship? Just put a yes in the chat. Do you know people who have monetized mentorship right now? Yes or no? That they're out here making a great living and supporting their family, mentoring other people. So when somebody says, what's your product? Well, mentorship. And okay, well, what do you mean by that? Well, our mentorship is going to change your mindset. Yes or no, guys? Do you know people who are monetizing, educating people about mindset? So why can't we do it? Mentorship is connection, mindset. Can we monetize money? Obviously, right? Put a yes in the chat. What do you mean? Like I can monetize money? I don't really have a lot of money. Yeah, but if you learn how to use what God's given you, you can grow it. But if you can't manage, think about what we did with our kids. If you can't manage, if your kid can't manage $5 that you give them, are you really going to give your kid $500? I remember the kids used to trick my daughter, right? Because she had no concept of money, nor did she care about it. She was just a happy kid. She didn't care about money. My son, he was trying to make money from the jump, right? And you guys are going to meet him. He was selling candy in school. Do you know my son at 12 years old was making about $300 a day in middle school? Now, he wasn't writing any papers and he was struggling to turn his homework in. So we had to talk about that. But he was making 150 to 300 a day selling fruities. Those little candies, those little Tootsie Rolls. You're really not supposed to do that though, but he probably got it from his mama because I'm a rebel as well. We used to go to the like GFS or whatever where they have the big bags of candy. But he knew the value of money. He had to spend $90 to make 300. I didn't spend $90, but here's what I did do. I funded his first business, but that was it. I'm like, I'll get you started. Here's your inheritance, right? I'll get you started. Sell the candy after school. You cannot sell it during class, right? And I gave him $100 and he flipped the $100 and turned it into $300 a day, 5 days a week. And then guess what? I started teaching, and I was teaching at a school that had no teachers. They only had subs. It was one of the worst schools in that area. And those kids didn't even have a water fountain. No, how are you going to not have a water fountain at school? And they locked the bathrooms because they didn't want the kids doing any crazy stuff in the bathroom. So guess what? He employed me. I was making $300 a day, and then I had to give him his cut. Enterprise, right? He franchised me out because there was a need. He said, listen, Mom, I'll get you your product. You can sell it, right? So I want you to understand that you can take what you have and you can grow it. It's not hard to do, but you have to have vision. And then it's the mission. You know what the mission is? Everybody type heart in the chat. Everybody type heart in the chat, okay? You have to have a heart for people to do great things in the world, to do a mission. You have to care about people more than you sometimes care about yourself, but you also have to have balance. I will tell you this, do not be selfless. Selfless, the definition means to not care about self. How many of you guys feel like you've been way too selfless? Yes or no to people? And then you get your little feelings hurt when you get your feelings hurt by them. Well, it's not their fault that you decided not to care about yourself and you decided to put everybody above you. So this is what my counselor said. When I got divorced, I had a counselor who came to my house, Clara, every Tuesday for an hour. And I love her to pieces. And she used to care for her mother who had Alzheimer's, but she would come and she would sit with me. And she told me, Megan, it's okay to be angry. Just don't get so angry that you sin. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you told me because I really felt like, I really thought I was about to like do some sinning, right? God's still working on me, so don't judge me, okay? But when I got divorced, I'm like, I have 2 kids. I'm taking care of these 2 kids on my own. Me, blah, blah, blah. She's like, relax. You can be angry, but don't get so angry that you end up behind bars, right? So I had to adjust myself. And then she said, you have to take care of the caregiver or you have nothing left to give. That's what she told me. You have to take care of the caregiver or you're going to have nothing left to give. So I want you guys to understand, got to take care of yourself. We're going to do a lot. You got to suit up. You guys are telling me to eat. You're telling me to stay prayed up. Hey, I'm praying for you, but I need you to be praying for yourself as well, right? Thank you for caring about me, but I need you to care about self too, okay? So mentorship, mindset, money, okay? I want to do one more quick training. We're going to play a quick video. Then I'm going to talk about the money. Then we're going to get off of here. And I hope that this blesses you. Remember, this is about it's about your vision. It's about your mission. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me share. Let me not yell at you. Tony, can you see my back of my screen? Or can you just see my
She needs
slides?
to be co-host as well, Megan. I don't think she's co-host.
Okay. All right, 1 second. Sorry about that. I got you, Tony. Thank you, ma'am. I know you're probably having a conniption over there. Tony, can you see my screen? Or can you
I
see
can
the
see your screen. I've been sending SOS flares. No one saw them. And so I went back to work. Yes, I can see your screen.
Can you see it now?
Yes. What's your vision? An eyeball and a target.
Okay, great. Thank you. And that's all you can see, right? Okay, thank you. So again, we're talking about vision and mission, which they're kind of two different things. If you see, vision is your ability to have to be able to not just see, but sometimes you have to see things that aren't there. That's vision. The mission is the goal. Okay, write that down, guys, because anybody else ever get confused when people are like mission, vision? I thought it was the same thing, but it's really not. Your vision is the ability to have faith. Okay, I'll say it that way. Your vision is your ability to have faith. Your mission is, this is the goal. This is what I want to get accomplished. So you guys are going to learn more about vibes, vision, and mission. But I want to talk really quickly about Legends United, right? How many of you want to make an extra $442,860 a month in $5 or $3 bills in the matrix? Okay. Is it a pyramid? Absolutely the strongest one you're ever going to be in, because you're on top of your matrix. We'll talk about that. But you're within a very powerful structured matrix called VYB. And we don't need to keep all the money. So it's very simple. When you share a product, how many of you think that you should get paid to share a mission or a mindset training or a taking your resources? Or if you have a cause, do you think that you should get paid for it? Like Reagan has Athletes Have Heart, and she's focusing on bringing attention to sudden cardiac arrest. Every 3 days, an athlete dies on the court, on the field, of a heart attack or sudden cardiac arrest, and it can be prevented. But it's expensive, like $4,000 or $5,000. But what Reagan's doing is she's presenting this mission, and she partnered with MCOR, and they give heart scans for $75. But believe it or not, some people don't even have $75. So she's helping get that mission out, right? But we deserve to make money. I don't know why people always want to get on here and say, oh, it's a scam. It's a scam because we make money. Do you say it's a scam to Elon Musk, who offered everybody $20 to share PayPal, and now he's stupid rich, and he's like, I want to go to Mars and I want to build a house there. And everybody's like, go Elon. Yes. Awesome. Hope you buy TikTok, right? Because we ain't going to have TikTok anymore. But nobody says that about Elon Musk. Nobody says it about Robert Kiyosaki. Now, try and say it to Dan Pena. How many of you guys, I want all of you, can I give you some homework today? Put in 1 in the chat if I can give you some homework. And if you're sensitive to bad words, I need you to relax, right? For a second. I'm not going to play it because I need you to go listen to it and cover your ears if you have to. But I want you to listen to Dan Pena, Pena. Go listen to him.
Hey,
maybe once.
you have.
Oh, Tony, are you talking to me?
No, I think she's on another call. Sorry about
Okay.
that.
That's okay. So, and Dan Pena, yes, Monique. This is what a millionaire gave me. And then Bob Retta. Bob Retta is the number 2, but really number 1, because I don't know the other gentleman, Graham, right? But Graham has like 500 personals in this company, okay? Pena, Pena, Pena. But I know Bob, and I just met Bob not even a month ago, and I love him to pieces. Like he's a soldier, so we owe him all the the love, because I don't want to be on the front line, right? But he sent it to me, and I already know Dan Pena. Dan Pena is worth $50 billion. Bob Retta, Reta, right? Bob's in Vibe. Okay. Bob's in Vibe. He is, look on the leaderboard. Bob is number 2. Bob spoke on our call last night. Bob is 70 plus years young. And he's the number 2, but number 1, because I don't know Graham and I haven't got the chance to meet him. Tony met him. And he has the most personals over here. And he sent me Dan Pena, and he was like, I'm sending this to everybody because Bob ain't playing. But Dan Pena is worth $50 billion and he pulls no punches. He said, let me tell you why you're poor. That's what he says. Let me tell you why you're poor. So I want you to watch that. He's a lot to handle. So if it's a lot to you, just listen to him once. Okay? If it's a lot to you, listen to it once. So Legends United has key principles, right? And there's certain people you guys want to listen to, and you might listen to different people in our organization. I got to stay focused. So Legends United, the key principles are, we just talked about them, mentorship. So mentorship is when you support. That's all we want you guys to do. Everybody type support in the chat. This is where you're going to personally grow. Figure out where you can support, not me or Reagan or Tony, but support each other. Support your team members. Mindset is you have to have a positive mindset, and then you get positive results. Am I always positive? No, because people send me text messages sometimes and I'm the one who responds to them. And sometimes I should just not respond, right? You don't have to respond, because there's a word that says lions don't lose sleep over opinions of sheep. But some sheep we have to go get, right? We gotta feed the sheep, but we also have to feed the sheep that actually want to be fed. We got to go find, and it's not bad to be called a sheep. I was a sheep. I learned how to follow. Everybody type follow in the chat. I learned how to follow. But I also have to be authentically me. And I'm always going to be authentically me, whether, but I'm going to be a polished version. So I want you to practice having a positive mindset, and you're going to get positive results. And then the money will come, okay? Positive cash flow equals freedom. Positive cash flow equals freedom. Positive cash flow equals freedom. Then you move into what we just talked about, and I can see you guys' messages. So I'm kind of answering your questions as I'm teaching, because when I teach high school, I'm not talking at my students. I actually have a conversation with them. So that's how I teach. When I'm teaching, I want to know what you guys think. And if you don't get something, I want to clarify as I'm teaching. So keep it coming, okay? Keep it coming. And if you do have a question, I'm going to kind of answer it in the flow of me teaching, because that's how I teach, okay? So the mission is you have to have a focused cause. When you have a focused cause, you create world impact, okay? You create world impact. So you can't have one without the other. If you have mentorship, but nothing else changes, you get nothing. If you have your mindset changes and you don't get the money piece, you struggle, right? Because now you're all bottled up and you're like, I can change the world, but I have no money. And then you get frustrated. And then you can have a mission, ladies and gentlemen, but wouldn't you agree that you need money sometimes, and a positive mindset and support of other people in order to create world impact? And we're in 160 countries right now in less than 30 days. Can you understand what we're doing? That's why we're not telling you the product right now, because we need you to understand who we are and why we're doing what we're doing. And how are we doing it? We're just speaking truth. That's it. Everybody type truth. I'm not, throwing scriptures at you, because I don't have to, because I don't know what you believe in, but I need you to believe. But can I throw truth at you though? Can I be honest with you? So I want you to understand, I want to play one quick video. Tony's going to play this video. Then we're going to break down the money in just a second, but let me kind of just make sure you understand growth requires relationship building. That's the mentorship. Growth requires relationship building. To create social change and foster relationships aimed at personal growth, we partner more experienced and more knowledgeable individuals with less experienced individuals. Do I know everything? No. Let's get you a mentor so that you can feel inspired and connected to your highest potential. That's what VYB is doing, right? So if you want to make that the product, make it the product. We're creating social change. We're putting people who are more experienced with people who are less experienced, and then you're going to grow, okay? The next thing, growth requires a shift in your mindset. Some people don't like me, believe it or not. Believe it, right? My students, a lot of my students, they either loved me or they hated my freaking guts. But guess what? Even the ones who hated my guts always came back 5 years later, 10 years later. Teaching is a thankless job. It takes 10 years. And then kids come back when they've lived a little bit. And then they're like, Miss Lynch, I know, I gave you a hard time, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, you did. Right? You really did. You really, really did give me a hard time. And I wasn't always polished. So sometimes I would snap off on them like, who do you think you are? I'm like, now I know I got to quit teaching because I'm about to lose my job. Right? I just don't fare well with young people cussing me out. So we had to get something straight real quick. And when we got something straight real quick and I didn't react the way they reacted and I stayed calm, and then the vortex, like I stayed in my positive, happy place, but I was super direct with people, they changed. They started to respect me. And that's what you guys have to think about. I'm not just talking about me. I hope you guys know that. I'm talking about when you start to experience people in this industry and in your family, and you have all this money now, and now people are like, oh, Cecilia's changed, right? Linda's changed. I hope so. The money didn't change her. To develop into productive, prosperous citizens, people must know their strengths and weaknesses. A positive mindset is what sets apart achievers from dreamers. Let's get disciplined, short-term and long-term goals, and begin actively going after your hopes and dreams. Growth requires financial literacy. You have to know about money. I will be the first to tell you that I lost a lot of money because I didn't understand money and I didn't understand people. And there are takers out here, and I'm a giver, and givers give and takers take. And then it made me angry until I realized, you have to be a good steward of your money. So to gain financial freedom and create generational wealth, financial literacy and business development is key. Money is not everything, but it is not a dirty word either. Money is a non-negotiable commodity that will allow you to protect yourself and your family. Did you guys hear what I said? It is a non-negotiable commodity that will allow you to protect yourself and your family. Let's get this money so that we can survive and thrive in our communities. Stop worrying about what's going to happen when the next president comes into play. Stop worrying about it. There's nothing you can do about it. Nothing. Zero. Except talk about it and talk about it with people who agree with you, and then talk about it with people who don't agree with you. And then all of a sudden, you've put out into the vibrational atmosphere worry and strife and doubt and blah, blah, blah. And then you wonder why you're not drawing positive people to you, because positive people don't want to hang around with negative people. Positive and a negative, it's like it doesn't attract. But guess what? Like, negatives can stay together and positives can stay together, but positives and negatives can't stay together. And light and dark can't exist in the same room. You don't believe me? I'm not even talking spiritually. I'm talking like it can't. If you go into a dark room and you turn on the light, it's light. If you turn off the light, it's dark. It's not rocket science. So are you going to be light or are you going to be dark? Type it in the chat. Are you light or are you dark? Not everybody is going to hear this message. Some people are going to say, well, she said she's going to be done and she's going to talk about the money. And why aren't we going over the presentation? What those people fail to realize is they're not successful in network marketing, because network marketing or relationship marketing is 99% mental, 1% skill. Like, what am I really doing? I made a Google form and I got on a Zoom and I told you guys I'm launching a business, and don't ask me about the product. Don't ask me how much it costs. And if you want to partner, great. If you don't, next. How hard is that? Can you guys do that? Yes or yes in the chat. Can you do what I do? Somebody asked me last night, how did you guys get 20,000 people? Did you do a funnel? Did you pay for ads? Absolutely not. I don't even know how to do any of that stuff. Could I learn? Yes. Is Tony going to teach us? Probably. Can we go get people to teach you guys? Yeah, but I don't even do any of that. I got a Google form and I get on a call at 12 o'clock and 8 o'clock. Can you guys get on a call at least once a week where you talk about the light and you talk about the vibe and you talk about the energy? Like, what are you waiting for? Somebody said, well, I don't have a Zoom. How many of you guys type Zoom in the chat if you have your own Zoom or a version of Zoom, right? If you don't have a Zoom, how do you plan to speak to the people? And if you're not doing VBR, a private vibe business reception, a VBR in your house, some of you are though, good job. Some of you are already got people in your house and I didn't have to tell you to do it. I don't know any more than you guys do. I just execute. So let's get this money so that we can survive and thrive in our communities. And last thing, growth requires a pure heart, right? The mission is the divine activity of sending intermediaries, whether supernatural or human, to speak or do God's will so that his purpose for judgment or redemption are furthered. That's it. I didn't make that up. I got that definition from the internet. That is mission when it comes to spirituality or the physical. So some of us are so spiritual that you can't even listen to a song without getting out of your, oh my gosh, like stay in your own spirituality, right? There's nothing that anybody can say to me to knock me out of my universe, my vortex I've created, my energy force that I've created. They try all the time. Don't do that. Do it like this, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't be you. I got to be me. I can be a more polished version of me, but if I try to be what you want me to be and say what you want me to say, I'm going to feel off balance. So I'm not going to do it. You guys have to think the same way. People are going to talk negatively about you as you climb to the top, right? As long as you were working a job, guess what? Listen to this. You could work 60 hours a week and nobody says, hey, Juanita Smith, Irie, you need to rest. Jonathan Jones Sr., you need to take a break. Nobody says that when you're working 60 hours. You know what they say is, oh man, he's a hard worker. Keep going. Now, the minute that you get on purpose, the minute that you get on mission, the minute that you even sound like you're talking about anything that has to do with spirituality, everybody wants to step in and like, you need to take a break. You need to rest. You need to do this. You know what? JVN hasn't said that. Hold on, this is my son. Hey, I'm on this Zoom right now. You're welcome to hop on. I know. Nope. Hop on this Zoom real quick. Okay, love you. Bye. Yeah, I would rather somebody be like JVN. JVN is phenomenal. You know what he does? He's like, hey, send me what you want for DoorDash, because he knows I'm not eating. I'm sitting here in one place all day. And he's like, you got to eat. You got to eat so you can keep going. You got to eat so you can keep going. You have to eat so you can keep going. He didn't say like, you need to take a break. He didn't say that. He just said, let me DoorDash you some food so you can keep going. That's what I need to hear. I just want to keep going. How many of you guys want to keep going? I only have 2 slides to show you. I know I'm going to be about 5 minutes over time, but is it okay, guys, if I just go 5 minutes over time before we get off of here? because I know some of you want to know, like, well, what about the comp plan? And what about this? And what about that? And you're missing the point, right? You got to get on purpose. You got 30 days to align with us, or we're going to run off. Like we're going to be all over the world sharing this word, and you're still going to be trying to figure out, well, I need to know what the product is though. I can't share Vibe if I don't know what the product is. And sorry, you guys don't sound like that. In my head, sometimes when I'm reading your text messages, you do. But I love you very much. So hold on, let me find my slides here. I just have a lot of PowerPoint slides. I have a lot, about 5,000 of them. Okay. Last thing. Uh-oh. So real quick, guys, this is kind of real talk, and I only know how to do real talk. That's it. I only know how to do real talk. So I do want to, I'm going through this super fast because you guys have seen this a million times, but I do have some new folks on here. So one more time, right? It's the biggest launch ever. What makes it the biggest launch ever? Because everybody typed pre-launch in the chat. Type pre-launch. You have to pre-launch your business. This is how you pre-launch. How many of you guys want to max out the matrix at, 400,000+ a month? Well, I'm showing you how to do it. Reagan's showing you how to do it. Tony's showing you how to do it. Bob Retta is showing you how to do it. There's so many other people on the leaderboard that I got to pull it up so I can say all your names. You got to pre-launch. We're in pre-launch right now. We launch February 17th. So pre-launch means you got to tell the world before somebody else does. How many of you guys have gone to share Vibe and that person said, I already got a message about it? Any of you guys? Just put a 1 in the chat. Any of you? Yeah, a lot of you. Somebody's trying to pitch you on Vibe and you're already in it. You're like, I'm already in it. Oh, right. It's the biggest launch ever. We're in 160 countries. You better run and tell everybody because everybody's going to be in Vibe. Why? Because it's a feeling. And Tony or Reagan, what's our numbers now? Yesterday, it was 19,054. What's our numbers? Not even, somebody said pre-lunch.
So a while ago, when we started the call, we had 20,085 members. And 3 minutes ago, we had 20,185 members. And I said we had 100 an hour, but since then we've got another 5. So we now have 20,190 members. So in 1 hour and 5 minutes, we have gotten 105 members.
Amazing.
You guys are amazing.
Amazing. It's you. It's all of you. It's not me. Like I just pre-launched. I just sent it to people on my phone and 128 people got on my call. Can you do that? You could have your own 20,000 people in your organization if you would understand what we did to get here. I started it, but you're taking the baton. I started the call and called people just in my phone. And then Reagan called people in her phone. And then Tony called people in her phone. And I did a launch. And that turned into 160 countries. That's all you guys got to do. You don't need fancy funnels. I need tools. I need videos. I didn't have a video. I made the video. Do you understand? Let me calm down for just a second, right? Let me calm down. So I don't want to scare the people. Just speak your heart. Somebody said, what's a good 20-second spiel? Just speak your heart. How do you feel? Are you going to have tools and funnels and videos and all that stuff? Yes. Well, yes, we already have those things, but we don't want to put a whole bunch of stuff on your plate and you haven't eaten what's on your plate right now. So just share, just host a Zoom and invite everybody in your phone, and whoever shows up, shows up. Whoever doesn't, it's okay. Our product is money. Our product and services is everything I just told you. It's to change it's to mentor you, to change your mindset, to get money in your pocket so you can go do a mission. Do you understand what we're doing? That's it. That's why I'm talking about the money first. And then guess what? We're going to teach you how to monetize independently because you have a gift inside of you that God gave you. I didn't give it to you. I'm just activating your faith. I'm just activating your faith. God already showed you that you have something in you that you could monetize. But we do have a compensation plan too. So real quick, it's going to rain. Get on the boat. I'm going to say it again. Get plugged in. Some people are messaging me and they're like, oh, I haven't checked anything for 2 weeks. I'm like, okay. Okay, you wait 2 weeks again, and we're going to have 50,000 people in here. And then I won't be able to answer your messages because you better get to know us now. You know, you better get to know us now while we're small. They better get to know you now, right? I'm looking at you guys in the chat. Chastity, Lori, they better get to know you now. Wanda Brooks, Juanita Smith, Patrick Reynolds. They better get to know you now because at some point, you're going to be so high, vibrating so high, Donetta, Nevin, they're not even going to be able to reach you because they're not on your level. People get mad, right? People will get mad when you say you're not on my level. I know I'm not on everybody's level, but if it's the level I want to be on, then guess what? I'm going to take notes. I'm going to do everything possible to learn. I'm going to get plugged in. I'm not going to ask a leader who's running hard to stop and slow down. Hey, I can't. Nope, you better catch up. Get out of the mustard and catch up. So corny. I know. It's how I get through my day. All right. So the VYB pre-launch timeline, guys. Number one, just build for free. Don't worry about the $25. It's coming. Put your head down and build as fast as you can for free. Just believe, then share VYB. Well, what is VYB? It's a feeling. It's a group of individuals who love each other. Now I'm starting to know, love, and trust them. But what's the product though? It's people. What do you mean? Come and find out. Get on a call. That's what you guys need to do. You're talking too much. Some of you just talk way too much and you're trying to explain what doesn't need to be explained. What do they say? What do the kids say? What is understood? It doesn't, I forget how it goes. Somebody type it in the chat, right? The kids always say it and I love it. What is said doesn't need to be understood or something. Type it if you know that saying, because I'm going to steal it. I love that saying and I can't remember. But just build for free. Just build for free. Tony will drop the videos in the chat, but you guys would have the videos if you got in my Telegram. If you were in the Telegram, you could go up to the upper right-hand corner and click the picture and click media or links, and every video that we've ever posted is in there. So Tony or Reagan, would you mind dropping the Telegram? Because everybody needs to be in there, and then you need to share it so you get everybody in there. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. Thank you. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. What's understood is we're about to change the world. Do you understand that? Oh, really? How are you guys going to do that? We're already doing it. What do you mean? We're in 160 countries in less than 30 days. How did you guys do that? We shared. What'd you share? A feeling. Okay. Just get on the call. Just get on. So you guys are going to pay $25 really soon, and you're going to secure your spot before February 16th. Don't worry. We'll send the APB out on you. We're going to send smoke signals. We're going to talk to you every day like we do Monday through Friday at 12 o'clock Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern. Don't you think you're going to know when the $25 is and how you pay your $25 if you're plugged in? Yes or yes in the chat, guys. Don't you think if you were plugged in and you got on these calls that we're going to tell you when it's time to pay your $25? So then you don't have anything to worry about. If you're plugged in, everybody say, get plugged in. Get plugged into the source. Get plugged into the energy. But if you're not plugged in, you're going to get left behind. We'll come back in. We'll send a boat to come get you, but you're going to have to catch up to where we are. You know, those little boats that drop down from the yacht to save the people who jumped off the ship too early. We might send a boat to come get you, a tugboat. Thank you. But you're going to have to catch up because we ain't coming back. I mean, that ain't happening. We're going to the promised land. How many of you guys want to come? And I don't know what the promised land for you is. Maybe it's, getting your luxury RV like Reagan wants and traveling all over the world with her daughter and sharing the good news about how we can save lives with Athletes Have Heart. Maybe for you, it's being on a beach, or maybe for you, it's like keeping your job, but being able to take vacations. February 1st, we're going to do a big production, the VYB product reveal. It will be a production in itself, right? And that date is, it's not up in the air. We're going to keep February 1st. But February 17th is not going anywhere. Neither is February 16th. The only days that will never change, because we're going to focus on them not changing because it has meaning, is February 16th. Lock in your spot, pay $25 before 1 p.m. Eastern. If you don't, you will not fall into the matrix. You will fall into the matrix February the 17th. You're going to make sure all your support issues will be handled, so don't freak out, right? Don't freak out. You're going to choose your product bundle, number 1 or number 2, and then that's when the income starts to roll in, and it's free right now. By February 16th at 1 p.m. Eastern, you will have to pay your $25 between sometime now and February 16th. If you don't have a leverage business, you're working too hard. Most people are employees, no knock on your job, but you're responsible for 100% of your income. You have no leverage. If you don't go to work, you don't get paid. If you're self-employed, it's a little better, but you now own a business, but you're doing all the work. Therefore, you still have no leverage. You're a solopreneur. 95% of the people earn 5% of the wealth. How many of you want to get on the right side of the quadrant? Robert Kiyosaki said, utilize a system and a network of people. You gain leverage and passive income. You're an entrepreneur. It's not easy though. It's simple, but it's not easy. Who wants to be an entrepreneur? Work hard for a few years, and for the rest of your life, that passive income keeps flowing to you. Do you really think that we're going to put our kids and our mom and dad who are in their late 60s into this business? If it's a pump and dump, if it's a here today, gone tomorrow? No, this is a legacy business for us. Then you become an investor, right? Then you get into the I quadrant. Put your money to work for you. You gain total leverage. Your money makes money. 5% of the people, 95% of the wealth. How are 5% of the people making 95% of the wealth? What do you guys think it is? Throw it in the chat. What sets them apart from the rest of the 95%? Some people say, oh, their families, the families they were born into, this and that. It's mindset. Type it in the chat. It's mindset. And their mindset told them to leverage because there's only 24 hours in the day. So have and a have not have the same 24 hours. It's what you do with those 24 hours. How many of you are going to get off of here and get on the phone with somebody who starts talking negatively and you're going to spend time talking to them? No, sorry. You start vibrating low, I'm going to find something else to do real quick. I'm going to get off the phone real fast, right? So I want you guys to understand that we're doing something big. This matrix, you get paid $3 and $5 through 10 levels. There's 88,572 positions in your own matrix. You just happen to be in our matrix as well. So if you're this person at the top right here, you start your own matrix within the company's matrix. Does that make sense? How many of you guys want $88,572 $3 and $5 bills? Can you see how we're really not giving you a lot? But we are in the same sense, because we're allowing $3 and $5 to roll up to you through 10 levels. It's $5 million a year in matrix pay. And my goal is to max out the matrix in 10 weeks. And we're going to do it because we're doing it right now. I'm going to show you $442,860 a month. Now I want you to look at fast start bonuses. Now, if you sign up somebody on your 100th level, you still make fast start bonuses on everybody that you bring every single month. $40 on Legend Bundle 2. And then I don't even talk about the other bundle, even though it's phenomenal. But that's just for people who want to get started. Maybe your money is a little funny and you want to get started. And then you want to move up to the Legend Bundle. But all of it's inexpensive. All of it is inexpensive in the sense of the value that we give you. We pay you on level 1, we pay you on level 2. Check match, this is where it gets stupid. This is where it gets unlimited. You can sign up 10 people, and if those 10 people make $1,000, you're going to make $10,000 a month. If those 10 people happen to sign up 10 people, that's 100 people times, if they make $1,000 in the matrix, do the math. It's unlimited. Some of you guys just have limiting beliefs. No, let me take that back. You don't, because you're on this call. Let me not talk about you. That is, I digress. 917 of us don't have limiting beliefs because you're still on here Saturday to get the juice. Everybody type juice. Let me not say that to you. You know, some of you, no, you don't, because you're on this call. Let me get my language together. Let me, like, I can spank my own hand, right? You're on this call. The people outside of this call are like, oh, her call's too long. She's so long-winded. I'm not going to get on her call. Who cares, right? I don't even listen to that stuff. And neither should you. Get the juice. This is what I did. I learned from a mentor. I took notes. I sat in rooms for hours and hours and said nothing and took notes and got the juice and then ran with it, right? So I want you to understand this is big. If you don't refer anybody to the platform, we'll pay you through 5 levels worth of $3 or $5 bills. So I want you to look at it, right? You get 3, 9 fall in, 27, 81, because you're not contributing just yet, just your own body. And that's okay. We love that. You're paying your membership every month. We'll give you about 60 days to collect $1,800 a month in $5, $3 bills. But then how many of you guys think it's only fair that you contribute? It's only fair that the people contribute. If you sign up somebody, Wayne, if you sign up somebody, Nevin, Deborah, Brenda, Vernetta, Monique, Bostic, don't you think that at some point, like, we're going to give you grace because I don't know anybody and everybody despises me and I lost all my money in this other thing. I get it. Empathy. So we're going to give you grace and we're going to coach and train you. But at some point, you got to get your mindset together and you have to take some action. It's fair, Sharon, isn't it? $1,800 a month and you haven't referred anybody. Well, in 60 days, I think that you should have learned enough from us and got enough confidence to go at least refer somebody so you can stay getting paid in the matrix, right? You can stay active in there, right? As long as you're active in there, but your matrix pay might cut off if you don't start activating the knowledge that you're getting, okay? Now, I want to teach you guys, is it okay if I teach you guys at least how to drive 7 levels deep and make $16,395 worth of matrix pay? Yes or yes? Everybody type a 7 in the chat then. And I'm almost done, I promise. I promise you, I will be off of this call. At least let me teach you how to get $16,395 a month worth of $3 and $5 bills. It's not as challenging as you think. I'm going to give you the tools come February 17th, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So moving right along. Ranks, rookie. Levels 1 through 5 matrix pay only. If you're a creator, you have 2 active referrals. It unlocks fast start bonuses. Level 6 promoter, you need 3 active referrals when the time comes. 7 levels, 100% check match. Influencers, level 8, you pick up another 50% match on the 2nd level. Icons, you get all 9 levels and everything I just talked about. Plus you qualify to buy. At this point, you can buy anything you want. At 140 up to 149,000 or something like that a month. And you can buy a metal Visa card because it's a status symbol. You know those people who have black cards? Those black cards are to show you that they've made it. Our metal Visa card that you can purchase will show you that you made it. And it will show everybody else, because I doubt other people have a metal Visa card, right? Legend, you open up everything. So how many of you guys are willing to go out here and make sure that you refer 100 people for free? Because 80-20 rule, 80% of them might not do anything, but 20% of them might pay $25 and they may fall into the matrix. And then out of those 25, you might get 7, and now you're qualified to be a legend. You see how that works? but you can't get 7 when you only talk to 6 people. The math ain't mathing, right? So rookies make up to 1,800 a month. You're stepping into the vibe. Creators make up to 5,000 a month. You're building the vibe. You're signing up people at this point. Promoters help you amplify the vibe. You are vibing pretty loudly. You're spreading energy. An influencer makes up to 49,000 a month. You're shaping the vibe. The icon, I mean, come on now. How many of you want to be an icon? How many of you want your children to say, Karina, I hope I'm saying her name right. Joel, you're an icon. Michael O'Brien, you're an icon. Like, you're iconic. How many of you want your family to say that to you? Then stand out as a beacon of inspiration, not just money. And then the legend, you are the vibe. You come into a room and you're the vibe. You leave a lasting impact. Not only that, you can leave a legacy for your family. So unlock 100% of the matrix, 7 personals, run fast, sign up everyone, share with the world. The $25 will be implemented sometime. I'm not worried about it, right? We could do it today, but we're not. It's ready today, but I don't think everybody is as focused as I want them to be on just sharing. So I don't want to throw $25 on when some of you are still trying to figure out how to share something that's free. Love you guys so much. Let me bring it down a notch. So type legend in the chat if you want to max out the matrix, 442,860 a month, and be a part of my Legends Vibe Tribe. Some of you guys are going to want to be a part of Tony's Vibe Tribe, where she's going to teach you guys how to market responsibly, use the right colors, follow our brand kit, look like $1 million, and don't put stuff out that doesn't look like $1 million, and you're trying to sell $1 million or share $1 million, and it doesn't look like $1 million just yet. But listen, we're going to give you guys some homework. I want all of you to go live somewhere today. If you're not on social media, go live to your family on a Zoom. Can you guys do that? Just say yes in the chat. Just say, nope, type live in the chat. And then I'm going to see if you do it, because I'm going to go live today. As soon as I get off of here, I'm going to go live on Facebook and I'm going to say, my God, we're in 160 countries. We're well over 20,000 people, and we haven't even launched our product line yet. We launched February 17th. If you want to know more, I'm doing a call on Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Eastern. Get on early because the call will lock out. And I'm going to drop the link below and my phone number if you want to reach out to me. You guys don't have to say phone number. You can keep that private. How many of you honestly, and if you don't go live today, then you have a measurable goal, okay? SMART goals are, you got to be specific. I specifically told you guys what you could do. I gave you a suggestion of specific things you can do. Go live somewhere. Go live on Zoom. Go live on a phone call to your family, like group, hey family, I need to talk to you guys, hop on this Zoom. Go live on social media. Go live somewhere. And if you go live on TikTok, thank you, Tamika. And if you don't go live, then that's why you don't complete goals. And then you don't beat yourself up. You just do it tomorrow. And if you don't do it tomorrow, then you make sure you do it the next day. But if you keep doing that, you have a bigger problem. It's not goal setting. It's not that I'm nervous, right? I'm giving you measurable goals. That's the M in SMART. I'm giving you attainable goals. Is this attainable, guys? Can we have that script? No, Wanda, you don't need a script. That's where people get hung up, because you think you have to say the specific something. You don't. And I'm going to upload this video and I'm going to post it in the Telegram, and you guys are going to go back and watch it, and you're going to try to be me on your post, and you're going to feel uncomfortable because you can't be me on your post. You got to be you. So speak the truth. That's it. You guys don't need scripts. Thank you, Tamika. Say what's in your heart. You don't need scripts. Well, I want to edify you properly. Then tell people how you feel about me. That's it. Tell them how you feel about me. You don't need to know what I've done and blah, 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 and what degree I have. Nobody cares. They only care about how you feel about me or Vibe or Reagan or Tony. So again, instead of trying to build a brick wall, lay a brick every day. Eventually, you're going to look up and you'll have a brick wall. And that brick wall might have 10 bedrooms. It might have 10 bedrooms, a pool in the back. You get what I'm putting down? It may have a 3-car garage. I cracked myself up, right? Did you guys get something out of our first Super Saturday today? Did you get some nuggets that you could use? I hope you did, right? I'm not going to play the video because it's already 12:26. Oh, nope, I am. It's because the video's 2 minutes and our Super Saturdays are probably going to be an hour and a half. So I'm going to stop lying to you. And indirectly, I'm not trying to lie to you, but it's probably Super Saturday is going to be an hour and a half because it's really about training and coaching. And then you run with the vision because it's plain. And then now Monday through Friday, you're going live everywhere. You're talking to everybody. Tony, can you play that video that's 2 minutes that I got the vision from Guy Coates?
Yes, I'm getting that video queued up. And while I do, I just want to shout out Pastor Darren. He messaged me, Megan, show your face again. Let's see your face really quickly. I want you to say hi to Pastor Darren because you were just talking. Pastor Darren messaged me and invited me to a prayer, spiritual battle cry. And I was like, hey, what is that? He said, just a prayer chat. I said, have you heard about the company with Megan and Reagan and Andre Russell that I'm with? He's like, no, tell me more. I told him some more. I invited him to the call and he's here. So hello, Pastor Darren. That's how we do it. We just invite people and either they like it or they don't. And then hopefully we can change some lives. You're muted, right, Megan? Go
Sorry.
ahead.
I'm so like animated. Sorry about that, guys. But thank you, Pastor, for being on. I mean, we have to put God first. We do. And those individuals who don't want to put God first, they won't be in our company, not because we won't let them in, because anybody can come in, right? Non-believers can come in, but we hope that we don't beat you over the head. Like we hope that we just vibrate so well that you say, you know what? There's something about this group. We don't have to beat you over the head with it. Okay. There's something about this group that just, I don't know what it is, but it feels good. Everybody type feels good in the chat. Right. Sometimes you go in places and it just doesn't feel good. Not every pastor makes you feel good. Sometimes it's like, fire and brimstone. And I know there's a place for that too, and I don't want to go to a church where they're just like, oh, everything's, cotton candy and bubble gum. I just want the truth. I just want the truth. And then let me go to the Father and talk to him. Right. Because I can only get to where I need to go if I have a relationship with the Father. But there are people put in place to help us to like understand a little bit better, right? Not to get us there. They can't go there with us. They're not getting in that box with us at the end of our time. But they can provide an environment where we can get understanding. So thank you, Pastor Darren. I appreciate you so very much. Go ahead, Tony.
And one of the most important disciplines that you can build into your life is win the moment. And the reason for that is life happens one moment at a time, and your effectiveness is determined by what you do in those moments. But here's the challenge. To win the moment, you must be in the moment. And let's be honest, a lot of us, we're not in the moment. And the reason why is we're in the future because of fear or anxiety, or we're in the past because of frustration or anger or resentment. And the reality is the only moment available to you to step up and take action in pursuit of your goals is the moment you are in right now. And the past and the future, we learn from the past for sure. Plan and prepare for the future, yes. But the only time available to you to actually take action is now, is the moment that you're in. And the reality is this, the past and the future, sometimes for some people, are thieves that rob them of, again, the only moment they had to take action in pursuit of the things that they want in life. And so to win the moment, you must be in the moment. And that's a mindset. Now, here's a helpful practical thing. The reality is you're not going to win all the moments in a day. You're not going to win all the moments even in a segment of the day. You're going to lose some of the moments. But here's the key. Don't lose 2 in a row. So when you lose a moment, which you will do, stop, press pause to regain your clarity, understand what you need to do next, get your mind right to regain positive, productive energy, and step up and win the next one. Just don't lose 2 in a row. So again, one of the most important disciplines that you can build into your life is win the moment. Don't let the fear of the future distract you. Don't let anger or frustration or resentment from the past distract you. Understand the moment that you're in, laser focus, and take action now. Go do the work.
Tony, I don't know if you can drop that video in the group and we're getting ready to get off. Somebody said, Tony, is that Dan Pena? Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
You're going to know when you watch Dan Pena.
Megan, this is when someone said, hold on, I
Pastor
get
don't
this.
watch it. Pastor don't watch Dan Pena.
That is not
But
Dan Pena.
that is not at all. You will know because Dan Pena, the $50 billion man, 50 billion, you will know. So don't shoot the messenger, me, but go listen because yeah. It moved me though. It got me out of my, like, okay, I don't have to use cuss words, but some people do. I'm an English teacher. People use different words. It doesn't bother me. I just choose not to get on here and use those words, right? So anyways, no. But who's going to win the moment? Who is going to go live today? Who's going to go live with Vibe today? Who's going to use our logo? You guys can find it. Tony will post it. It's in the group. Get it in the Telegram. We have videos. Get in the Telegram. Enable your notifications so you can get all of the good stuff, right? But go live today. Somebody said I'm going live tomorrow. Nope, tomorrow isn't promised. I need you to today, not tomorrow. I need you to go live today. Even if you're going live tomorrow, I need you to go live today. Does that make sense? Because when we all go live today talking about the same thing, it boosts our algorithms. Did you guys know that? Nobody sees your stuff on Facebook. Facebook is a business. If you're not paying for ads, nobody's looking at your stuff. They're not, like a few people here and there. You want to boost your algorithm, change your profile picture, and then people will start to see you. You want to boost your algorithms, start going live more and getting more people to look at your stuff. I don't have a lot of fans on social media because I don't go live enough there, but I do go live. I do post a lot in YouTube. So I've probably signed up 50 people, Reagan and I, from YouTube. How many of you guys want to sign up 50 people? You have a YouTube channel? I don't care if you don't have subscribers. You got a whole army. I'll tell people to subscribe. Hey, go subscribe to Vanessa. Vanessa, drop your YouTube link. Vanessa's got some cool stuff on her YouTube that you could probably use. Drop your YouTube link, Vanessa, right? Go subscribe to her channel and get all kind of cool ideas. Whoever posts the most on YouTube responsibly or on social media, you become the voice and the face of Vibe. That's how I became the face in another company because I posted the most videos. So everybody just assumed I was like the owner or the leader or something. So they always were looking for me and they were joining me. Already we've signed up 50 people off YouTube. Just posting. So peace and blessings. I'll see you guys later. Go live, right? Go live, live in the moment. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Oh, we do have a gentleman who's going to read a poem, but I want him to do it. I actually want to hear it. If you guys want to hop off, though, you can. But can I hear this poem really quickly? Because I asked him to read it today, so I don't want to put it off. And there's still 800 people on here. Could you guys want to hear it? Because I haven't heard it yet. He said, I can read it to you now. And I'm like, I want to, nope. Reagan and I are like, we want to be in the moment. I want to hear it when everybody else hears it. I don't know if he's still on here though.
What's his name? And we know this person? You know, here comes marketing to spoil the day. We know this person, yes?
Yes, we do. We
Okay,
talked to him
perfect.
last night and he's phenomenal. And and I forgot his name because it was so late last night and I was
Who had the
sleepy.
poem? Or if you're in here and have a poem, Send a smoke
Yeah.
signal.
Send a smoke signal. Send me a message if you had that poem that I wanted you to read.
I don't see anyone with the poem.
I hope you
Next
didn't
time,
get
write down their name.
Reagan knew. Okay, let me see.
Reagan did.
I thought somebody just messaged me and I thought it was him.
So just to recap, we had 20,085 members at an hour and a half ago, and now we have 20,240 members going on almost, what is that, 200 people? Yeah, almost 200 people. So, and that's just in less than an hour and a half. I don't see a poem person.
Okay, I
I
thought he
tried.
messaged, but he may have gotten off and I feel bad now. I'm gonna not feel bad. I'm just gonna find him. And he will read on, let me unmute. We'll allow him to read on Monday, guys. So we'll vibe out with him on Monday. All right, peace and blessings. Happy Saturday, everybody. Go tell the world. Share your vision, not Vibe's vision. Go share your vision for what you want your life to look like, and then share Vibe. Okay. All right. See you later. Thank you for everything, guys. Let me unmute you so you can cheer. Cheer.
Woo!
Congratulations. Blessings.
Thank you.
Rock stars, rock stars.
Hey.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach
Thank
Q.
you.
Oh my
Vibing,
God.
vibing.
Go vibe.
God bless you,
Thank you,
Megan.
everybody.
God
Thank you,
bless
thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Reagan.
Thank you so
Congratulations.
very
Good
much.
job,
Thank
everything.
you
Thank
so
you,
very
Reagan,
much.
Tony, the whole
Bless
team.
you.
Bye.
Megan and
Vibe.
Reagan.
It's a vibe. It's a
Chicago, Miss
vibe.
Doe.
Let's go.
Let's
Legend.
go.
Let's go.
Miss Doe.
Legend.
Thank you.
Much. I'll upload this training to the Telegram. So get over there. See ya.